Hey guys, this is the Lovin Dubai show. We spoke about security drones over JLT, Ebraheem Samadi's sad divorce, and why Huda Beauty is stepping up for people affected by the California wildfires.
And if you missed the episodes, don't worry, you can subscribe to the Lovin Dubai show podcast wherever you get your podcasts from, and enjoy.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Today we're talking about security drones and why you will soon see plenty more fly over JLT.
As well, RTA turns a resident's wish into reality.
And we're talking about the sad divorce of reality star Ebraheem Samadi.
And Huda Beauty steps in to help makeup artists affected by California wildfires.
In today's rapid weather report, you can expect an overcast day, weather between 17 and 25 degrees Celsius. And can I just apologise, because yesterday we reported that there would be no rain, and there was in fact lots of rain. Today, again, we're going with the National Centre of Meteorology and Seismology website update, which says overcast day. So again, we're reporting no rain, but I would just bring your umbrellas because such is the Dubai winter.
I know, and it's really cold and I love it. I really do. I am a winter girl. And I think everyone who is born in Dubai and UAE as a whole will for sure love the winter, because we're just like used to the heat.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's time for cozy weather. Before we get into our top stories, we're going to be talking about drones. We're going to be talking about what the RTA is doing to make your lives better. But a little bit of fun kicked off on the Lovin Dubai Instagram stories yesterday. We are looking for the reality star of the year 2024. And what we're doing every single day this week is putting battles, 1 versus 1. It's like a knockout round.
Yeah.
So we've got 10, then it'll be whittled down to 5, 3, 2, and then we will have a winner. But it kicked off yesterday. We're getting like thousands and thousands of votes. And I'm so surprised, by the way.
Really?
Yes, I'm so surprised that this is just a couple, but I'm so surprised with some of these.
To be honest with you, I was on Instagram and I saw and I voted. But I'm not going to say who I voted for. Just like, it's like fun. It really is fun. And we even had Safa reply to the stories, and she was like, what is this? I love her. I love her energy.
Yeah, I think Zaina's was the best answer, because she was like, it's Zaina Al Khouri from Dubai Bling versus Chanel Ayan, Real Housewives of Dubai icon. And Zaina was like, you can't put me against her. Like, she's an absolute legend. But Zaina's winning. Zaina's beating Chanel Ayan, which, like, they're both powerhouse females. I actually love the female reality stars in Dubai, because I feel like they're all boss women.
I agree with you, and you know what I love? I love how women are supporting women. You know, like when the comment came through from like Zaina or even Safa, it was not like, oh yeah, why am I compared to her?
Yeah.
You know, I love that for women. I love the fact that, you know, we are not jealous of each other anymore.
But keep it going. So the competition is open for 24 hours. As soon as the story ends, the story will be gone. The closest one at the moment is Chris Fade and Khatab from Love is Blind, Habibi. But it's very close. It's like, the last time I checked, it was like 49%, 51% or something. So keep it coming. Genuinely thousands of votes coming through. We'll do this every day until we get to one winner, and it's a lot of fun.
It's actually very exciting to see who's going to win. I really am excited, and I wish it would be a girl. Yeah, I think
it will be. I feel like reality stars, there's more of us,
yeah.
Right? And I feel like the women have more of an impact because they have a bigger presence on social media.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure. Although there's one surprising one. It's one of the guys. I can't remember who's against him, but it's someone versus Zaina's husband, Hanan. Okay. So Zaina from Dubai Bling, and it's another. Hannah. I'm saying Hannah. Hannah. That's how you say it. Hannah doesn't have social media. Yeah. He's smashing.
He is.
Because he was such a protective, strong husband in the season of Dubai 3.
I love that. I love how he protected her and how he provides for her, and even like holds her, like he treats her like a queen, you know what I mean? He supports her, and everyone's comparing him to DJ Bliss. All over social media, all over my TikTok this morning, and I loved it. I loved it. It was like, I don't remember the TikTok sound exactly, but it was comparing like to every couple a sound, and the best sound went to Hannah and as well as Zaina.
Bliss is supportive too, though.
I love them. I love them.
The jury is out, but do keep an eye every single day. It's a lot of fun, and we'd love to get your votes in. Let's jump into our top story of the day. In Dubai, this is no joke. This is just for illustrative purposes, by the way. This is not the drone box that you will see, but security drones will soon fly over JLT. So an email about cutting-edge drone systems landed in your inboxes last night. I got one.
Really?
And this one came from JLT, and it said, safety of the community is paramount here in JLT. From the ground up to the sky, we are always on the keeping an eye out, ensuring the neighbourhood is secure. And so, in line with Dubai's vision of the future and the future of our commitment to keeping JLT safe, JLT has now partnered with Dubai Police and its cutting-edge drone box system.
Well, so what does this mean? For the first time ever, Dubai Police drones will be taking to the JLT skies, and these aren't just any drones, they're among the most advanced in the world. So ready to respond to incidents faster than ever before while keeping an eye out on the dynamic hustle and bustle of the city.
Why is this happening, you might ask? It's meant to give you, as a resident, that additional peace of mind. The drones can operate beyond the usual visual range that a policeman might have, for example, and also collect and respond to real-time emergencies. So you can feel assured that this high-tech help is always nearby if you're living in JLT. These drones are truly epic technology, perfectly designed for high-rise neighborhoods and approved by the US Federal Aviation Administration, the FAA, making it one of the most advanced drone technologies in the world. Whether they're zooming to an emergency or simply ensuring everything is as it should be, the drones are part of the wider effort to make Dubai safe. So next time you're admiring the stunning JLT skyline and you think, is that a bird? Or is it a plane? No, it is actually a promise of a safe and secure community for now and the future.
Dubai is living actually in 2050, and I'm loving that.
We're in a Black Mirror episode. Someone said that to me yesterday. I was like, we actually are. This is happening.
I think, I think that Dubai has watched Black Mirror and is like implementing all of these things in order to be the most advanced city in the world. And it really is.
We always talk about how safe the city is, but it's really interesting because as the population multiplies and we achieve bigger and greater numbers year on year, how can that safety maintain? Is it through larger police forces? But obviously the police are investing heavily in AI because this is comparable to how many feet on the ground.
I agree.
Like, this is amazing. Like, it sees better than us. It can respond faster to emergency situations, and it will basically be eyes on the ground, eyes in the sky. And there's a lot of talk as to like, how much do you want your city looked at?
For sure. For sure, because when if you are living in a city that is not advanced, that is not providing for you, there is no safety, there are no opportunities, everything is like weak, you will be complaining and you're not going to be happy. However, of course, His Highness and Dubai as a city and the UAE as a country really does provide for its residents. And so for everyone who goes like, oh my God, we are not citizens. Yes, you can be a citizen in other countries, but will they provide for you the way the UAE provides for you? Safety, security, opportunities, and the list goes on and on.
Yeah, so true. And I think when I grew up and people said we live in a police state or a nanny state, basically saying the police have their eyes on everything, it was considered a bad thing. But now when you look at cities around the world, not to shade other places, but if you're getting your phone robbed out of your hands when you're walking down the street, if you can't leave your handbag down for a second to turn around and say hello to someone, if you can't put your handbag at the back of your chair, you really need to rethink who's looking after the city and our residents' safety in mind. And yes, there's more eyes on us, but it does mean a safer environment, and for that we are thankful. Let's jump in to our next story. We're talking about more good news for residents, because the RTA turned this resident's wish into a reality. So you're working hard, but the RTA are working harder, I'm sure. They fulfilled a resident's wish and added air-conditioned bus stops after one Dubai resident simply emailed saying air-conditioned bus stops are needed on a popular route in Al Quoz.
Well, RTA responded saying their suggestion has been sent to the relevant authorities and it was finally built. Which, by the way, I want to say, it's not only like the fact that they responded that makes, I think, me very like, oh wow, that's amazing, that's proud. But the fact that, you know what, this is how the city, if a city, or not only the city, if this is implemented everywhere, that what business, cities, anything really, it will work. You know what I mean? Because like the voice of the other people for sure does matter, and they might see, they might give you an opinion or a thought from like an outer perspective that you had not seen.
The RTA are so open to your feedback and requests. So, like, this is just one small example, but if you take a bus daily, an air-conditioned bus stop is going to make your life a whole lot better, especially when it gets into the summer months. So, you know, they're out here answering your requests. If you have something that the RTA can truly help with, and you truly believe, you know, maybe a traffic light is needed here, maybe we need to be a bit more cautious for scooters, maybe we need to put a no scooting sign on this roundabout to save lives, put that to the RTA and I can guarantee they'll certainly get back to you and possibly implement it.
Well, RTA, if you are listening to me, I want Dubai to be a walking city. I want to be able to.
They're doing
walk.
that. They're
They are,
doing that. It's been announced.
Yeah, but even in the even in the summer, you know what I mean? Like I want to be able to walk from like my house to Dubai Mall, for example.
Where do you live?
I live in Maidan.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Could happen.
Yeah,
Could
you
happen.
never know. I mean, you know, because like it's so close to my house, but I cannot go there walking. I need to get in the car and go there, and it's, oh my God. And then I go like, you know what, Farah, never mind. I'm not going to go to the mall. I'm just going to stay home because I don't want to drive.
Saving your money. Thanks, guys, for making that happen. Less money spent. 8:41. Let's jump into our next story.
Well, I have some tea for you guys. Well, Ebraheem Samadi confirmed his divorce. Dubai Bling star Ebraheem Samadi has confirmed his divorce, opening up about the breakdown of his marriage in a candid conversation on a podcast. Now, the influencer, who gained a widespread attention for his appearance in Dubai Bling Season 3, discussed his separation with influencer Sergey Konsenko during an episode of Konsenko's popular show.
So, in case you need a recap, Ebraheem tied the knot in March 2023, as we saw on the show, and explained that despite his deep feelings for his now ex-wife, not every relationship is meant to last. Not everyone you love can continue, you can continue your life with, he shared, touching on complexities of love and marriage, and the difficulties that they faced when his life is so public and she chose to keep her face out of the media, out of the public eye, and therefore they really had difficulties there.
Well, he also revealed that his demanding schedule played a key role in separation. He admitted that his career and constant traveling made it difficult to devote the time and attention his marriage needed.
It has also been noted that despite his very public persona, Ebraheem's ex-wife has never appeared on social media platforms, leading fans to speculate about the private nature of their relationship. You know what's interesting is I was thinking about how sad this is, divorce. With or without kids, it's just not easy. You've made a commitment, surrounded by friends and family, and then having to pull away. And it was actually, I'm thinking about an episode of Dubai Bling, the new star, and she had an event to celebrate her divorce, but it was after kind of months of mourning and months of losing that person. Then she brought everyone together and she announced her divorce publicly, but she was still clearly so affected and so hurt by it. So we're talking about this, and it's two people's lives, and I just, you know, I feel for both of them. We've heard Ebraheem's side of the story. We don't hear his ex's because, of course, she's not there. She doesn't want to kind of publicly show herself, but you just really feel for both of them and hope that they're okay during this difficult time.
I hope they're okay, because divorce is for sure one of the hardest things, you know, because it's not like a breakup and you just like leave, right? It's a whole of like a month, two of like meeting the person, going to court, and it's really complicated. However, I genuinely believe, I understand his point of view, and for sure I will understand her point of view. Maybe she did not see him as much as she wanted to. That's what I would assume. But I think that in order to avoid divorce, the best thing is to maybe meet someone or be with someone who maybe matches your values and is similar to you. You know what I mean? Like,
of course, in hindsight, but you know, some people get together and you just don't have that hindsight at the beginning.
That is true, by the way. You're right. You are definitely right. You know, sometimes you're going to be like, oh yeah, you know what, I love this person. For sure, I can work it out. For sure, I can do that. But sometimes love, I think, is not enough.
Life gets hard.
And reality kicks in and life can get hard. And
they were based in two different Emirates. I think she was down
Exactly.
in Abu Dhabi working a 9-to-5 job. He's in Dubai working probably 7 days a week.
Yes.
All hours of the day job, and you really have to make sure that you're fully committed to making time for that person. So yeah, we really hope that both of them get through this difficult time. We wish them the best of luck.
Agreed. And as well, speaking of other influencers, Huda Beauty steps in to help makeup artists affected by California wildfires. So Huda Qattan is stepping up to support makeup artists affected by the devastating wildfires across California. And if you do not know, since January 8th, wildfires have rapidly spread across Los Angeles. And with the largest blaze burning through more than 23,000 acres in the Pacific Palisades, the fires have claimed at least 24 lives. And with authorities still investigating the cause, and as well, while the exact origin of the fires remain undetermined, officials believe it's a result of combination of drought, low humidity, and high winds.
Over the weekend, US military aircraft dropped over 16,000 gallons of fire suppressant to contain the fires. However, the situation remains dire as strong Santa Ana winds are expected to make conditions even more dangerous for firefighters who are working tirelessly to protect both lives and properties. Now, in the midst of this crisis, many influential figures are stepping forward to offer help in whatever way they can. And this is amazing to see. Huda Beauty, Dubai-based but American born and raised. She is stepping in to do what she can, which is amazing to see.
Well, the beauty mogul announced that Huda Beauty is offering support to makeup artists whose livelihoods have been impacted by the fires. Makeup artists who have lost their kits or even equipment are encouraged to reach out to Huda Beauty for assistance in rebuilding their professional tools.
So, now the fires continue to rage. Huda Beauty's move has sparked a wave of support across the beauty world, with many hoping for a swift recovery and a sense of unity in the face of adversity. It seems like there's a lot of people coming together. I read a report that, while governments are struggling to kind of get a handle on the situation, the community are doing a lot. And you always think, when there's a crisis, how can you as an individual help? This is how Huda can help, and I think it's an amazing act to say, we'll cover you.
Yes, I mean, I love how she has always stepped out and how she has always spoken out. However, you told me one comment that you read on the post, a bad comment about Huda Beauty helping the LA fires. The comments
were like, why aren't you helping Palestine? And she's not going to respond to every comment, especially on a Lovin Dubai post, but Huda has been so instrumental in creating awareness for Palestine when so many other big pages, big accounts chose to hide, especially at the beginning. I remember, she really pushed forward. Then she announced a $1 million donation to Palestine. So people would just immediately jump in and question mark this good deed. But Huda's just been a legend for so long. If you don't know her, don't comment.
Yes, I agree with you. And as well, she not only give out money, she spoke up a lot. Her stories were filled. She stopped even coming out with her podcast, if you remember, because she wanted to wait.
Yes.
And not only that, she even someone told her oh, I'm not going to be buying from your products anymore. And she was like, yeah, I don't want blood money. She is very vocal and she is not afraid of showcasing her opinion and speaking about matters. And if she is going to be speaking about Gaza with the wildfires happening in California, she is, as you said, she's Iraqi, born and raised in the United States. So for sure she is going to be speaking about what's happening, and she is going to be donating this. She's going to give the same amount of attention that she had given to Gaza. Does not mean that if she gave attention to Gaza, she should not be giving attention to where she grew up in.
True, so true. And if you would like more information on that, she shared it on her stories. Our thoughts and prayers are with the 24 people who have lost their lives, and we really hope that those fires come to an end. It's just so scary. It looks like you're looking at the apocalypse.
That's true, I agree. And as well, it's because of the environment. So maybe that's as well a wake-up call for us to look at the environment and how can we take care of the environment and be more sustainable
100%, it's a wake-up call. 8:50 on a Tuesday morning. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. Thank you, Farah.
Thank you, Casey.
And if you've just tuned in and you'd like to hear the whole show, we also go live in podcast format and you can listen on your way home from work. Have a beautiful day. We'll see you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Bye-bye.